To pitch the 90-degree tarp tent, search the two ridge tie-outs and then go around the tree on one side and hook it onto itself with the end hook. Then pull the line lock and attach the other side onto the other tree and pull it in place. Then tie down the four main tie-outs. And you can do this either by using a stake and going through the end loop of the guy line, or in other cases you might have a root or a tree or a branch or something where you can go around and then hook the guy line onto itself. Then pull it taut on the line locks and pull it into place. If you only have light rain and not too much wind, you may want to roll the doors up like so. And attach them up here. If there's wind, you might want to roll all four doors down. And then you can either attach the doors onto the trees with the removable guy line, go through both tie-out loops together with the mini beaner, and then tie them down onto the tree. Like so. There will be a little gap here, and if you want to close this gap, you can tie down each side of the door separately and make them overlap a little bit if you can, like so. Or if you need more overlap, you can even use two stakes and then stake this side down here and the other side down here to create even bigger overlap. With all four doors down, you're enclosed pretty much all around and safe from the elements. If you want to pitch the 90-degree tarp tent as a tent on the ground, start by spreading it flat on the ground. You need to have the end loops and end hooks of the guy lines close to the line locks. Then stake down the ridge tie-out together with the two door tie-outs. Go through the end loop of the guy line here and through the tie-out loops of the doors, and stake everything together down to the ground. Then you do the same on the second side. Make sure the ridge is taut and then go back 10 centimeters or so. Then tie down to the ground the four other tie-out loops and make sure it's taut and symmetrical on the ground. like so. Then take a hiking pole, release the ridge tie out on one side here. Put the hiking pole in place. I usually go through this loop here with the guy line. Stake it down. Do the same on the other side. Only release the ridge tie out and leave the doors staked down to the ground. Then make it nice and taut by just pulling all the line locks. Now if you have wind and some rain, then you might want to close the doors by overlapping them. So then you need 2 stakes and stake down each door separately. Like so, and you have it closed. And to open it, to get inside, just release one side of the doors and go inside, or maybe keep one rolled up to have an entry. Like so. That's basically it. If you also have bogs, then you can actually hang the hammock or the bog net of the hammock inside the tarp. And also you may want to use some sort of ground sheet like your rain poncho. Lay the suspension strings down and take this shock cord off the bog net and hook it into the mitten hook on the ridge. Release the string protection sleeve a little bit on both sides and then tie those shock cord tie-outs onto the stakes of the tarp. What you may also want to do in a storm is to tie down these 2 additional storm tie-outs, and you can use the detachable guy lines from your doors. This also makes it a little bit more spacious inside. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now one more thing, to have the guy lines nice and tidy, I recommend to wind them up like this. Form a figure 8 around your fingers. Wind it up. Go around it a few times. Then through all the loops. And over the top. This way it stays nice and tidy, doesn't get entangled. And it can also be released quickly.